Welcome to No Excuses. My name is Mary Fran, and this is my place to talk about weight loss, life, fitness, everything that goes together to make me and us the best version that we can possibly be. If you're new here, I hope you like what you see. I hope it inspires you, motivates you, makes you feel better about yourself, whatever. And please comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I appreciate it and thank you very much. Today we're going to talk about something that has been really weighing on my mind a lot lately. We are going to talk about self-esteem and confidence. The first thing and the first story that I'm going to share with you is about some hiking boots. And about 3 years ago or so, I needed to buy a new pair of hiking boots. So I went to the store and I found the same exact type of hiking boot that I was replacing, the ones that I loved. And I went to try them on, and the salesperson was there, and they obviously knew what they were doing, right? Because they're thin and they look like they're athletic. And they talked me and sized me into a pair of boots that was smaller than my previous pair. And I took them home and we hiked once or twice, and I was like, man, they don't feel comfortable, but I'm sure they just need broken in. And then circumstances happened and we didn't hike for a while. And when we started hiking again a lot, I'm once again going, man, my feet don't feel good in these boots. And it really wasn't until we really started hiking a lot this year that I'm like, whoa, my feet hurt bad. There was one week that we hiked 5 hours and my toes hurt so bad that I could not touch them for about 5 days. Laying in bed with the sheets laying on top of my feet hurt my toes. And at that point I'm like, okay, this is obviously a pair of shoes the wrong size. How in the world though could I get the wrong size shoes? And I realized that it was me, because ultimately this is me. And I was the one that was in charge of choosing the shoes and trying them on and buying them. But that said, when we went in to buy them, the sales representative was there and they were just insisting that they knew what they were doing and they knew how to help me and they knew how to size the shoes and they knew all about hiking. And here I am, an overweight fat girl. And I let my confidence in my body and in my knowledge of what my body needs take a back seat. And I listened to that sales rep. And I bought the shoes that they recommended because obviously they know what they're doing. They're thin, they're active. I'm just the fat girl. So consequently, I let myself hike in pain for quite a long time because I let my confidence diminish. I did have to go out and buy new hiking boots. I've bought 2 pairs in the last week because I wanted to try an ultralight pair and I needed a heavier pair. And both sizes are the size that I know I need and that I know feel confident and comfortable for me. I didn't let anybody talk me into anything else. The second event was a tag that I did about a week ago. I was tagged by 2 people to do a weight loss struggle tag, and it talked about what reasons you do lose weight and lessons you wish you learned. And one of the things that I talked about was loving myself and having confidence in myself. And it really just made me think. It really, really made me think. And I realized that by not loving myself, I don't have confidence in myself, because if I don't love myself, how do I expect you to trust me? How do I expect anything to happen? And how do I expect to trust myself? And so my confidence took a huge, huge nosedive through this. And, you know, if you listen to that video, I talked a lot about my ex-marriage. And there were a lot of situations in that caused my self-confidence to drop. When he was always making comments about my hair or my this or my that, and he wouldn't take the time to be with me. He wouldn't touch me. He wouldn't do anything. Of course my self-confidence took a dive. And even though it's been 6 years, I guess, yeah, 6 years since I left him, it's not a quick thing to build confidence. Not a quick thing at all. But these two situations that happened within the last week or two really made me sit back and say, I need to trust myself. I need to love myself and trust myself. And it's a hard lesson to learn in weight loss because sometimes we feel beat down. We've had enough fat comments made about us. We've had whatever it is that drives your self-confidence down. Sometimes for me, it's just stepping on the scales. I step on the scales, I see the number that I don't like, and my self-confidence goes right on down. So it is a battle and a half. But it's not just a battle about weight loss, it's a battle about life. So I am really trying, and I'm going to share my victory for the week. Still kind of kicking myself sometimes because I'm like, did I really just do this? But a while back, I joined a swap group for miniatures on Facebook. And I have watched them do their swaps a couple times each year. And I look at that and I'm like, man, I'd like to do that, but I'm not good enough. Who would want something that I have? Yeah, self-confidence. That marriage really did a number on me. I know it. But I had these two situations that just happened that really made me think. So about 2 nights ago, I was just flipping through Facebook and I saw that they were asking for participants because they put a post out there to do a swap and they were just like trying to drum up business because a lot of people were busy and just not doing it. And I, without even thinking, I said, you know what? It's time. It is time. So I paid my shipping fee and I am in the process of building or creating miniatures. I don't have the exact number of how many I have to create yet, but I am starting because if it goes to the highest number, which is 20, I will be hard pressed to get 20 of the things that I'm making done. So I am starting now, and if it turns out to be a smaller group like 10, awesome, I'll just be done early. I'm not going to say that the confidence is just woo and I'm all there, because as I'm making these things and as I'm starting to work on them, I'm sitting there going, are they good enough? Is anybody going to like it? Whatever. But you know what? I love it. Everyone that has seen what I made loves it. And if somebody doesn't love it, then they can just throw it away and do whatever they want with it. Because I like it, and that's all that matters. I like me, and that's all that matters. Well, Jason likes me too. That matters a lot. So anyway, I don't have any magic for building your confidence, but just sit back and say, you know what? I am who I am. And if somebody doesn't like it, if somebody doesn't like what I'm doing, then that's going to be their problem and not mine. Not exactly weight loss related, but it is weight loss related because, hey, it all goes together. There are no excuses. Get out, do life, live your life. Don't let anybody else put you down. And if people have put you down in the past, start thinking about the fact that maybe they put you down because they felt inferior. Maybe they were jealous about you. Food for thought. No excuses.